Are you looking for the perfect warm-off white for your home? Chances are you've tried dozens of white paint colors, but none of the white paint colors are turning out the way you hoped that they would. And after all, Benjamin Moore White Dove has been and will always be a popular white paint color. But that doesn't mean it's the right paint color for any home. What is popular and what works in your home are entirely different. Trust me, I help thousands of clients every year get it right the first time. Go to my website and read over 740 reviews yourself. But most importantly, I want to help you understand what Benjamin Moore White Dove is as a color and share some valuable tips that will help you decide if this is really going to be the right paint color for your home. Benjamin Moore White Dove, undertone and light reflective value. The undertone of Benjamin Moore White Dove is a yellow, and this is what makes it a warm white. And LRV is 83.16. So to sum it up, Benjamin Moore's White Dove is a soft warm-off white with the right touch of yellow undertone to give it depth without being too cool or too warm. Benjamin Moore White Dove tips for lighting. If you're seriously thinking about painting the main interior walls throughout your home with Benjamin Moore White Dove, it's important to analyze how much natural lighting you receive in a room and the spacing of your artificial lighting. For example, if you have many rooms or areas of your home that are north facing, or you don't have many windows that let in the natural lighting, or you have angled ceilings, then please be mindful that Benjamin Moore White Dove could look dingy. And if that's the case, you need to look for warmer whites or light neutrals. Artificial lighting is just as important as natural lighting. The temperature of your artificial lighting will influence how Benjamin Moore White Dove will look in your space or your room. If you have artificial lighting in the range of 3500 Kelvin and lower, expect Benjamin Moore White Dove to cast more of yellow undertones, especially if you have low ceilings. The sweet spot for artificial lighting is 3800 Kelvin to 4500 Kelvin, as it will enhance the beautiful color of Benjamin Moore White Dove, assuming the interior design layout of the space is adequate. Benjamin Moore White Dove tips for pairing with flooring. Did you know that the type of flooring you have will influence how Benjamin Moore White Dove can look in a room? For example, if you have dark brown flooring with red undertones, think of cherry wood as an example, then expect Benjamin Moore White Dove to look creamier as the yellow undertones will become more pronounced. If you're someone who doesn't want white to have that pronounced yellow undertone, then Benjamin Moore White Dove will not be a good choice for you. However, if you're thinking about replacing your wood flooring, be mindful of the undertones of your flooring, as it's important to get this fixed element right. There's so many different types of floorings to choose from, but here's a quick tip. For those of you that are looking for a neutral wood flooring that pairs well with Benjamin Moore White Dove, get a floor sample of Cortec Blondie Oak and see how it pairs in your home. Benjamin Moore White Dove tips for pairing kitchen countertops. Are you thinking of painting your kitchen cabinets with Benjamin Moore White Dove? Then please make sure that your kitchen countertops will pair correctly. It's a costly mistake if you don't select the correct kitchen countertops. And Benjamin Moore White Dove is not the perfect white for any kitchen, as no paint color is perfect unless it's paired correctly. Benjamin Moore White Dove can pair with both warm and cool countertops, but there's a catch. It depends on the undertones of the countertops and the other paint colors or colors you have in your kitchen. I will share with you an example that will be helpful to you. If you have a white kitchen countertop like Cambria Swanbridge, it has cold blue-gray veins, then expect Benjamin Moore White Dove to look dingy. Instead, Go with a warmer kitchen countertop like Cambria Ridgegate. That has a touch of gold beige, is soft, a little bit of a cool gray undertones. It's a beautiful pairing. Benjamin Moore White Dove tips for pairing with other white paint colors. Pairing other whites with Benjamin Moore White Dove will influence how this paint color will look in your home, depending on whether it's paired with cool or warm whites. Every home has different fixed elements: lighting, interior decor, and interior or exterior designs that require detailed analysis before choosing which white will pair best with Benjamin Moore White Dove. Be careful when you're pairing cool or true whites with Benjamin Moore White Dove. There's so many different scenarios that I deal with every year when I'm helping my online clients pair the right warm-off whites with other whites. I will share with you one example to help you understand why it's important to analyze how Benjamin Moore White Dove will reveal itself when paired with other whites. Let's say you want to paint the main interior walls of your home with Benjamin Moore White Dove, and you want to paint the trims and interior doors a white paint color. Be careful. If you choose Benjamin Moore Oxford White, which is considered a true off-white, which means it has no undertones, is clean, and is bright. Benjamin Moore Oxford White will enhance the yellow undertones of Benjamin Moore White Dove, thus making your walls look warmer or dirty. Instead, go with a warmer white like Benjamin Moore Snowfall White, which has just the right touch of warmth, and it contrasts beautifully with Benjamin Moore White Dove, assuming this pairs correctly with the fixed elements and interior decor that you have in your home. I want you to get this right. And for those of you that want to eliminate from making costly mistakes, and you want to save time, and you want to get it right the first time, then I highly recommend you go to my website. I help thousands of clients every year, and it's not about what's popular or trending. Instead, it's about what paint colors or fixed elements that will pair best in your home. Read the reviews. I have over 740 reviews. See what clients have to say. I would love to help you. Here's a quick tip on the difference between Benjamin Moore White Dove and Sherwin-Williams Alabaster. Thousands of my online clients have asked me over the years, what is the difference between White Dove versus Sherwin-Williams Alabaster? The short answer is White Dove is muted, is softer, and the yellow undertone is not as pronounced as Alabaster, as Alabaster has more of a yellow undertone and it's creamier than Benjamin Moore White Dove. The second thing that you need to know is how White Dove and Alabaster react in north-facing rooms, or really just any room that doesn't receive a lot of natural lighting. Expect White Dove to look dingy and as Alabaster to look creamier than it really is. And please, don't choose warm whites based on the beautiful pictures you see online, hoping you'll receive the same results in your home. I want you to take your time, be patient, do a lot of research, and get paint samples and compare them with your fixed and furnished elements that you have in your home before deciding if Benjamin Moore White Dove or Alabaster will work in your home. And like I said earlier in the video, you can always go to my website at jacobowensdesigns.com and I can help you get it right the first time. Please subscribe. I would love to have you here. I want you to educate yourself about paint colors. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.